Bridges are engineering wonders that let us cross large distances, link communities, and convey products and services. Even the toughest and most resilient bridges ultimately need to be rebuilt or taken down since they only last so long. So how can a bridge be destroyed effectively and securely without endangering the public or the environment? Have you ever wondered how bridges are demolished? In this video, we'll look more closely at the several ways that bridges can be destroyed. From modest footbridges to enormous motorway overpasses, we will examine the planning, preparation, and execution that go into each demolition operation and examine the methods used by demolition workers to bring down these enormous structures. So if you're ready to learn about the fascinating world of bridge demolition, let's get started. Pre-demolition planning, Part 1. A detailed pre-demolition planning procedure is carried out before any demolition activity is started. To guarantee that the demolition job is completed safely and effectively, this is done. The kind of bridge and its location are taken into account first and foremost. This is due to the fact that a bridge's size, location, and kind all affect the method employed to destroy it. The environmental impact of the demolition process is also taken into account, and precautions are taken to lessen any unfavorable effects on the environment. Bridges may be destroyed using a variety of techniques, each of which has advantages and drawbacks. The most popular techniques are: one of the most spectacular ways of bridge demolition is explosive demolition. Explosives are placed in certain places of the bridge using this technique. Afterwards, all of the explosives are simultaneously set off, which brings about a controlled collapse of the bridge. When the bridge is situated in a position where there is sufficient room for the debris to fall safely, this approach is employed. Mechanical demolition. This method involves the use of heavy machinery to break the bridge into smaller pieces. The machinery used can range from excavators, cranes, and bulldozers. The advantage of this method is that it's relatively quieter and safer than explosive demolition. Dismantling. This method involves taking the bridge apart piece by piece. This is done using hand tools and other small equipment. This method is used when the bridge is in a location where there's no room for debris to fall or where the demolition work needs to be carried out in a sensitive location. Part 3. The demolition process. The actual demolition process starts when the pre-demolition planning step is over and the demolition technique is decided upon. There are various steps involved in the lengthy and complicated process of demolition. These are the stages. Hazardous items must be removed from the bridge before demolition work can commence. An example of this would be asbestos. With a saw or a flame, the bridge is initially divided into manageable pieces if it's being destroyed using the mechanical demolition technique. This is carried out to facilitate and secure the demolition operations. Putting explosives in the right places if necessary. If the bridge is being demolished using explosives, explosives are carefully placed in selected locations. Explosive detonation. The explosives are then all detonated at once, bringing about a controlled fall of the bridge. In order to ensure that the bridge collapses safely, the timing of the explosives is crucial. Debris removal. When the bridge has fallen, the debris is cleared from the area. Either a landfill is used for the trash or it's recycled. Part 4. Safety measures. Demolition work can be dangerous and safety measures must be put in place to protect the workers and the public. Some of the safety features taken during demolition work are: safety barriers. Safety barriers are put in place to prevent the public from entering the demolition site. Protective equipment. Workers involved in the demolition process wear personal protective equipment or PPE such as hard hats, safety boots, and high-visibility vests. This PPE protects the workers from flying debris and falling objects. Workers who are using machinery or power tools also wear ear protection to protect their hearing. Dust suppression. Demolition work can create a significant amount of dust which can be harmful to workers and the public. To mitigate this risk, water or other dust suppression agents are used to keep the dust levels low. Noise pollution. Demolition work can also create a lot of noise, which can be harmful to the workers and the public. To reduce noise pollution, sound barriers can be erected around the site, and workers who are using power tools wear ear protection. Site inspections. The demolition site is regularly inspected to ensure that the work is being carried out safely and that all safety measures are being followed. These inspections are usually carried out by a health and safety officer. Emergency procedures. In case of an emergency, such as a worker injury or a fire, emergency procedures are put in place to ensure that the situation is dealt with swiftly and safely. Workers are trained in these procedures, and emergency services are usually on standby in case of an accident. Environmental protection. Environmental protection measures are also taken during the demolition process to minimize the impact on the environment. These measures include dust suppression, the use of biodegradable materials, and the proper disposal of hazardous waste. Let's look at some historical instances of bridges being demolished for various reasons, including structural concerns, obsolescence, or political upheaval. Some notable examples include the demolition of the London Bridge in 1831 and its replacement with a new bridge. The old bridge has become structurally unsound, and its replacement was seen as a symbol of progress and modernity. The demolition of the Brooklyn Bridge's original wooden walkway in the late 19th century due to wear and tear. The demolition of the Eads Bridge in St. Louis, Missouri in the 1960s due to concerns about its structural integrity and its replacement with a new bridge. The demolition of the Berlin Wall in 1989, which included the destruction of several bridges that connected East and West Berlin. The demolition of the Selma to Montgomery Edmund Pettus Bridge in 1965, which was a pivotal moment in the civil rights movement in the United States. Some of the most complicated demolitions that are done include tearing down bridges. In order to safeguard the roads, streams, and other surfaces underneath as well as themselves, they must be handled with the utmost care and caution. And that's a wrap. We hope that by learning about the numerous techniques used to demolish these enormous buildings, you've developed a greater understanding of the engineering, preparation, and execution that go into each demolition operation. Keep in mind that demolishing a bridge is a difficult and hazardous task that calls for knowledgeable and experienced employees and always prioritizes safety. Hence, if you notice a bridge being destroyed nearby, make sure to appreciate the workers' efforts and allow them plenty of room. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more of such exciting content. See you in the next video.